Court, arise! The justice former is here to preside over today's case. Your Honor, case 019.
Okay.
The case of Mr. Ojo and his two sons, Kola and Kunle. Mr. Ojo alleges that his two sons broke his 115 inches smart TV and is here to sue them in the court.
Court, this session is in progress. The case before me here is case 019, Mr. Ojo versus his two sons. And in what the clerk has handed over to me, Mr. Ojo, the plaintiff, has complained that his two sons, Kola and Kunle, broke his 115 inches Neo QLED 4K smart TV. Wow, this is a serious case. And Mr. Ojo here needs justice. So please, can we hear from the plaintiff that has brought his two sons to court?
My lord, that TV cost me 85 million naira. How could these boys do this to me?
Okay, having heard from what you have said, that Kola and Kunle broke your TV and the worth of that television is 85 million naira. Mr. Ojo, you mean you carry 85 million naira to buy only television? Do you know what is 85 million? It's enough to build a complete standard 5-bedroom flat. Anyway, it's your choice. 85 million is not 850,000. It's not even 8 million. 85 million. Anyway, that is what you want. You say you need justice. We will go through the case and we hear from both sides and we actually know who is guilty or not. So please, where are your sons? Kola and Kunle. Okay, step out. Kola and Kunle, you've heard what your father has just said, that you broke his TV. So please, can you tell this honorable court why you broke TV of 115 inches? That is almost a cinema hall. I know the size of 150. It's almost a cinema hall standard inches. So how did you do it?
Me and Kunle were doing wrestling. I mistakenly gave him uppercut and he now pushed me to the TV.
You mean you and your brother were watching wrestling and you started practicing it in the house? Okay, let me ask. Each time your father watches TV, does he demonstrate?
Yes, ma'am.
So tell me, you've been seeing your father practicing the wrestling that he watches, and it's through your father that you started watching wrestling?
Yes, ma'am.
That means you were a good learner. You learned from your father and you didn't know when you broke his TV. Okay, please, can we hear from Mrs. Ojo? Because your children just mentioned you here as a witness. Let me ask you, is there any time that your husband has hit you while he was watching wrestling?
Mommy no be small thing. I was bringing food for him and he used his leg to kick down the food. The other day, he lifted me up and almost threw me on the ground.
Wow, that means your home is a wrestling home. You have bear witness that your husband has been practicing wrestling at home. And I guess that's where the children learned it from. It's unfortunate that they have to break something worth that amount of 85 million naira. So this is what the court have to say today. The verdict of the court. Mr. Ojo, hear me clearly. I put it to you that you are the one that taught your children to be practicing wrestling. Your children have watched you several times. You fail to realize that children learn more from their parents than outside. So I will say that they learned very well. From your wife here, you have destroyed things several times while you were watching wrestling. So there is this impromptu character that you exhibit, trying to showcase what you are watching. and the children learn from you. So this is what I have to say again. Mr. Ojo, even if your children have destroyed that property worth of 85 million, it is something they learned from you. It's something you taught them as a father. While watching, you never told them that there are certain things that are not meant for certain age. You didn't tell them the implication, but you were using yourself as an example to teach them the wrong thing. So what I put to this court today is that, Mr. Ojo, you are guilty of 2 count charge. 1, negligence of not knowing the right age to make your children know the time and the age to watch certain movie. There are certain movie that is placed according to your age, but you didn't give them such instruction. You should know that children learn faster, but you never taught them. Secondly, Mr. Ojo, you have also stood as a father to direct them in the wrong way. So I put it to you that you are guilty. You are guilty of these charges against you. But this is what I have to tell the children. You must not learn the bad ones. There are still good things that you learn from your parents, not taking the bad ones. Each time you saw your father moving his body or trying to show karat while he was watching, you couldn't have taken it as a normal thing. You could have understood that this thing could also lead to destruction. You are just children, so there is nothing we can do. But what I'm telling you today, that it is wrong. And to every other child that is watching this, it's not compulsory that you must learn the wrong thing. Learn only things that are right. When your parents are doing things that are not right, you can tell them, Daddy, Mommy, it's not good. It can lead to destruction. Yes, children can correct their parents. So Ojo and Kola, I'm also warning you to be careful. Each time you are playing or watching anything, be careful about your environment. Other children, be careful about your environment. When you play hard play, it can lead to destruction. It can even lead to death. Supposing it was not the television that was smashed, supposing it was one of you that was smashed, and by the time you fall, it becomes an emergency. Please, parents and children, be careful when you show your children certain television programs that are not conducive for their age. So courts, arise. Today's section is over.